Hey guys, I am Karen Hokett with ERA Parish Realty. Thank you for joining me this Wednesday, January 26th, for another episode of What Are the Numbers. Each Wednesday, I look at the Knightdale, Wendell and Zebulon area to see what's going on in our local real estate market. So let's get into it. Active and coming soon today, we've got 49 resale with the median list price at $329,000. For new construction, there were 44 active coming soon that the median list price was at $482. Contingent and pending for resale, we've got 115 out there. Median list price of those is $330, with the average days on market to get to that status at 14 days. Closed from 120 until today, 126. There were 23 properties, so congratulations to those new homeowners. 23 that closed this week, with the median list price at $350,000 and median sold price at $355,000, which is 101%. So those sellers received 101% over. Not all of them, but the average was 101% over that original list price. Average days on market for those that closed was 10 days. 8 sold for over list price, 7 resale at list price, 4 new construction at list price, and then we had 4 that sold for under list price. I did take a look before we get to the big winners this week. I did take a look to see how many homes were available in specific price points in our area. So up to 150,000. There's 1 property. From 151 to 200,000, 3 properties. 201 to 300,000, 15 properties. 301 to 400,000, 21 properties. 401,000 to 500,000, 28 properties, and then over 500,000, 25 properties, which over half of those are out at Wendell Falls and are new construction. So just want to give you an idea of what's available in each price point. But for this week, where were the big winners that went for over list price? There were 3. There was that small number that closed, 23. That was a little bit smaller number than what we've seen. 21,600 over at Churchill and Knightdale, conventional loan on the market for 4 days. 30,000 over at Tarrant Lake in Zebulon, conventional loan on the market for 3 days. And the biggest one this week was 35,000 over at Cardinal Preserve, Johnson County, Wendell, which is actually a newer neighborhood, but this was not a new construction home. This was a resale. That was a cash transaction and had 0 days on market. So that is fantastic for, I believe the home was built in 2019. So for 2 years, 35,000 over their list price. I didn't look to see what their equity was necessarily for that property, but it just goes to show that the market is still hot and sellers are still receiving a lot of money over list price. So for buyers, each week when I talk about the way that homes are selling for over, sometimes I feel like, I don't want that to lead you to believe that you can't purchase a home. It just means that you need to have a very specific plan for your individual situation. So with interest rates slightly escalating upward, that plays a big part in how much house you can afford and what your payments are going to be each month. So somebody who might be on the line of qualifying for a certain price, that may change if the interest rate changes during the approval process or even during the transaction. So it's something we have to look at very carefully. So you just need to have a plan, is what I'm trying to say. You got to have a plan. You need a plan for everything. So that's what's going on in the Knightdale, Wendell, Zebulon area this week. I hope that I gave you some good information. If you have questions about your house, your town, your neighborhood, or any of the information I gave you this week, shoot me a message. I'm happy to get that information to you. I hope that everybody's going to have a good rest of their week. They're talking about we might get some more snow this weekend. We got, at my house, we had about 3 inches in some areas of my yard. So that was really pretty for a couple of days. So we'll see what happens this weekend. It's definitely cold outside. It's really cold outside. But I hope everybody has a fantastic rest of your week. But for now, these were the numbers. Bye, guys.